So this is my K world that I built for the K project at school. And we read this book at school, and well, I built a replica of what I think the world looks like, and this is Williamstad Shrock Co., where a boy named Philip Enright lives. And these are like houses, and there's people everywhere, and those are shops and stores. And an example of like inside one of the houses is like this, and a living room and a bedroom, and then a shop would be like this mini library that I built. And I built this all by myself with, well, I actually had help from my brother James and my friend Sydney Martin. And Philip and his mom go on this boat called the SS Hato, and they get shipwrecked by the Nazis. This is like a dining room and one of the rooms. And so yeah, their boat gets shipwrecked, and here's like little rafts. But Philip gets thrown overboard and he goes underwater, and he gets passed out because a piece of wood hits his head. And you find out in the end that the piece of wood damaged some of his nerves in his brain, which caused him to be blind. And so Philip ends on this raft with this black man named Timothy and a cat named Stu Cat, and so they have to like survive with only like a little bit of like materials that they have. And then a couple days later they end up finding this island, and they call it the K. And there's like palm trees everywhere, and they build a little a hut thingy, and so I'll just go in this way so that the villagers don't get out. But this would be Stu Cat, and this would be Philip because he's white, and so his apron resembles that. And this would be Timothy because he's black with the black apron. And this giant tempest hits in the middle of the story, and Timothy ends up dying, and so Philip digs up a grave for him. And then Philip ends up finding out that Timothy left him a dozen fishing poles so that he could survive and fish. And this resembles how grateful Philip was of having Timothy on the island with him. And this was a little fishing hole that they had near the island. And in the end, Philip gets saved by an aircraft, and he gets his eyesight back, and he hopes to venture one day and find the island that him and Timothy were on, and see Timothy's grave again. So yeah, this is my little K world that I built. And again, I'd like to thank Sydney Martin and my brother James for helping me build this fantastic world. I wouldn't have done it without them. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.